Hakata, and I'm so sorry I could not be part of the live event. I had some challenges, but I hope this helps you, this talk helps you. So, I am a programmer, a recent graduate, a tech enthusiast, a robotics technician, an entrepreneur, and also an upcoming cloud engineer. And I'm going to be speaking about my tech journey, how I started to where I am now. I'm going to try and summarize it quite a bit because there's quite a lot to talk about. So, jumping straight into it, I started programming at the age of 14, and it was because I'd seen some students at my high school program, and I thought this was pretty cool, and I had one be my first mentor and teach me how to do Visual Basic programs and help her with the project. So that was really great because my next mentor also came when I was in high school. She was a lady from Tech Women. She was a telecommunications technician, and she introduced me to a network of people that I am still in contact with today, and some I have the privilege of calling friends. When I also share the knowledge with other people. So that will be my first point for this talk, which is share your knowledge within your tech journey. If you hear of a hackathon, let others know. If you hear of a seminar just like this one, let others know. If you hear of a new programming language, an article that interests you, let the world know. Put it on your LinkedIn, put it on your Facebook. I know it's nerdy, it doesn't look so cool, but it's amazing how a lot of people would want to know about the things that you find interesting, and they could also find it interesting. Fast forward, I was now doing robotics. I did some robotics as a robotics technician and as a mentor for 2 teams for the first global challenge. And this experience taught me that the more I taught people, the more they taught me. Because I was great at programming, I was teaching the children JavaScript, but what they taught me was mechanics, electronics, and a whole lot of physics concepts that I'd forgotten after writing my O levels, and given that experience, it gives you a passion for what you do. It enhances that skill that you'd have started with. It ignites that fire that you already have within you for the tech industry. Learning something new is always exciting. The same thing as your tech journey, it needs nurturing. So you need to continuously learn something new. You need to do something new. You also need to enhance the skills that you have. So I heard someone talk about programming languages. Whenever there's a programming language, there's also another programming language or script that is based on that programming language. It's always great to learn the new script, the new language, to see if you can also add on to that, to always update your GitHub or to update someone else's project, to contribute to it. It's always a great learning experience, but as we help each other in the tech industry, we also build a community, which is my next point. Make sure that after networking, you build a community that will help boost your career. The people you have around you can help elevate you, or you can be in the same position the whole time. It's great to know new people. It's great to learn from those new people, and to always stay humble and know that someone has something new to teach you. Moving on would be a point on building communities. As much as we build our own tech community as people who are programmers, developers, technicians, we also need to think about the communities around us. We develop things, when we make new apps, when we make new web applications, to think about the communities around us. And that means we are developing beyond the tech. We are thinking of innovations that are human friendly. We are thinking of people's privacy. We are thinking of ways to make people's lives better. we are thinking beyond what makes us excited. We are making something that will get the next person excited as well. And that is truly the highest pinnacle of tech. It makes everything else make sense when you combine community, when you connect people together with your innovation or with your web application, with something that you made. It's a whole different feeling, and I encourage you to pursue that journey where whenever you're developing something, whenever you're solving a problem, you think of the community. So instead of thinking of what tech to make, you are thinking more of who to make it for and how it will make their lives better, and how you and that person can also benefit. Because at the end of the day, when you're building a career, you're also building the financial part of it, which is monetizing your apps and your web applications or whatever innovation that you have made. But I'll leave you guys with this, with the point where you should never limit your career to where you are. Your solutions, your innovations, your aspirations should never be limited to Zimbabwe. Should never be limited to, oh, I'm just a programmer. They shouldn't be limited to, oh, I didn't learn this in high school, or I didn't do this in varsity. It should always be a journey that you take steps to develop yourself, to develop your skills, to be able to do more. When you think of your goals and things, you should be challenged to do more and better. Travel, work remotely, learn from how other people do things, and try and integrate it to how you do things. Find a formula that works for you, but also learn from others. And thank you for giving me this time to speak to you. I hope this was helpful.